How do you kind of think about splitting the how we stop them versus how we beat them almost like into
Mm,
their strengths and weaknesses? Because I think a lot of the times when I've spoke to other analysts, there might be too much emphasis on, they do this, we need to nullify this, need to, but then the other side is how can we actually attack and win the game almost? So yeah,
100%. 100%. I think that I've certainly been guilty with that.
mm,
I actually had a player once at United say to me, like, we need to do more on
yeah,
us. What are they bad at? What are they weak at? Rather than, and you're right, I do think most of the time, the bulk of it still is around what they can do and how they can hurt you. I think, I don't know, it depends on the coach as well. Like, we've had some coaches that are very worried about what could happen
yeah,
and every scenario, what could potentially happen in terms of us defending. But then, like with Ollie, is very much like it's about us. How are we going to implement our with the ball? How are
mm,
we going to implement that? And I think having that in mind going into it and not talking so much all the time about what they can do, the different variations, things that might have happened once or twice. I think that's another big thing. It's if you've seen it a couple of times, do you really need to mention it? Is that a pattern? Probably not.
yeah.
I think some people get caught in also, I have to cover this, I have to cover this, just so you've covered yourself, really. But in reality, the chances of it actually happening aren't that high. Certainly, I've been guilty of that over the years, definitely. You're right, it's flipping it to how are we going to win the game?